Cool. I was muted the whole time. Sick. Almost 6 years of doing YouTube. Veteran at this point. Anyways, Obi-Wan Kenobi poster and the release date have been revealed. And I couldn't be more excited. It's essentially what I was saying. Not even 12 hours from just about 12 hours from the Book of Boba Fett finale. And I'm seeing all your guys' comments now because it's like 45-second delayed. So everyone's just like, no audio, but it's good now. Anyways, dude, this is pretty fantastic. I mean, it almost looks like Jamie Costa. Wait, let me zoom myself tiny there. Okay, check this out. Let's zoom in. Okay. What the hell? Okay, well, whatever. Anyways. So, a few things I would like to see from this show. May 25th, of course, Revenge of the Sith came out on May 19th, which is kind of cool. I feel like we're probably going to get Celebration in May. And then, they're going to have all the panels. They're going to have Hayden Ewan at different panels, probably signings and photo ops. And then this will come out probably like a week or two after that. And 6 episodes. Apparently, each episode is going to be about an hour long each. And yeah, it'll be like a 6-hour movie. Now, judging by how Boba went, I hope that this show is going to be very true to the characters and just kind of expand their characters and elevate their characters in general, as well as elevating the other characters that they'll probably bring in there. We could see Boba, we could see Cad Bane, we could see Rex, Cody, Darth Maul. This show will probably be the biggest. It will be the biggest thing to hit Star Wars, I think, since Revenge of the Sith, in my opinion. That being said, yeah, I mean, what are you guys' predictions? I'm pretty damn excited. Pretty freaking stoked. So. Someone says he's holding Anakin's saber. So yeah, the Mythos statue for Obi-Wan Kenobi, he had Qui-Gon's saber, he had Anakin's saber, and he had his own saber. So if that carries over into canon, I hope it does. I hope that, maybe there's like a little Easter egg eventually where Qui-Gon's lightsaber crystal is what Luke uses for his lightsaber to make it green. But as we know now in canon, if you change your lightsaber color, it's merely because your Force kind of exemplifies what your lightsaber crystal will exude, basically. So this show, I think, could follow the story of Obi-Wan maybe fighting Inquisitors, which are some of the rumors that we've been getting. Him trying to save not only Luke, but maybe Leia. And while he's trying to save Leia with the Inquisitors, and these are just the rumors, and I don't want to go too into rumors and like spoilers and stuff because I don't want to be spoiled myself, but so far out, who knows if it's really true. There were so many rumors for Book of Boba Fett, like Han Solo showing up in this and that never happened. So anyways, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen Book of Boba Fett. All these spin-offs spoil and water down characters. Yeah, they could do that. But if they're done well, like Mando, then they could really just... I mean, look at what they did with Luke. It really just elevated his character with the shows. So, I mean, it could be something very positive. It could be something very negative, depending on how they handle it, depending on who's writing, depending on who's directing. And I think, no spoilers for Book of Boba, but I feel like it could have been handled differently, could have been handled better. Would you want to see a final trilogy where episode 10 is Luke 5 before The Force Awakens, and then a part 2 finale after The Rise of Skywalker? Love your channel. Thanks, buddy. I don't know if I want to see episode 10. Yeah, I just kind of want to move on. I think the sequels had their thing, and I just want to move on from that, and I just want to go now into the prequels. I want to go back in time a little bit, between the prequels and the originals, or before the prequels even, like we're getting with Acolyte, and then going a little beyond after Return of the Jedi with Ahsoka, and the Mando Season 3, which apparently is now, they're casting more people now, and it keeps getting paused because of everything going on in the world, but hopefully we do get it in December. I'm wondering. Now, as for what we get in between now and May 25th, I'm not sure if we'll get Bad Batch. I doubt we would. We'll probably get Bad Batch in the summer again, I'm guessing. And then that will take us right into Andor. And then Andor hopefully will take us into Mando Season 3. So it's going to be a really busy year for us, unless Mando's pushed. But yeah, this is sick news, man. Like some people were speculating. I was just talking to Dupree on the phone, and he was saying that July was when we're gonna get Kenobi. And so people have been saying like June, July, May. Some people even said April. And now it's officially confirmed we're getting May 25th Kenobi, which means that we'll probably be getting a trailer this Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday. I bet. I think. Because it seems like when they like to drop the trailers because it's, so many eyes are on it. But it's Star Wars. People are going to watch it anyways. Do you know how many episodes there will be for the series? Yes, there will be 6 episodes for the series, and each one will be supposedly an hour long. So 2022 is going to be the year of Tatooine. Yeah, right? Jeez. Yeah, I wonder if the Bad Batch goes to Tatooine too. He might fight Vader with Anakin's saber and loses it. No, I don't think so. Oh, you mean Vader's gonna fight with Anakin's saber? That'd be pretty wild. 3 months without Star Wars ain't good enough, honestly. No, in my opinion, they should have it much more like, how they do it with Marvel, and just kind of back-to-back sort of thing. I don't know why they're not doing that, but it is what it is. I'm just happy that we're getting Kenobi, and I hope it's going to deliver, man. These are the most important characters to me, and I hope that we're going to get some really, really cool stuff out of this. And before we see the Vespa's grandparent story. No, yeah. Will this explain how Obi-Wan ages like 60 years? Probably not. Probably not. Unless he's like gets trapped in the world between worlds for a while or something like that, They made a whole big show like Clone Wars and called it Star Wars High Republic and focused on character arcs to avoid problems like Boba. Would you like if Kenobi not only fought the Inquisitors but also the Gen 1 Dark Troopers led by Commander Cody like in the Legend stories? I would love for anything, man. I would love for anything to happen, anything cool. But I want it to definitely focus mostly on Kenobi and Vader. Kenobi first and Vader second. And then beyond that, sure, supporting characters. Inquisitors, perhaps Owen and Lars. I want to see a little bit of Luke. Beyond that, I'm not, we probably see Leia as well, I imagine, especially if those rumors are true about him going off to help her out because the Inquisitors go after her. The only thing I don't understand with that rumor is if the Inquisitors are going after Leia for whatever reason, either like a political reason, which I hope it's just a political reason, they think that it's Bail Organa's daughter, or if they think it's this daughter of Skywalker, I think that would be ridiculous because no one's supposed to know about that, not even Vader. So I feel like it would trickle back to Vader eventually and the Emperor. So it can't be that. It's got to be more so for political reasons because of Bail Organa. And if that's the case, then cool, that's fine. Otherwise, I just feel like it would just... That's the only concern I have with the show is that it can literally change so much stuff with the prequels and the originals. So it's extremely sensitive, much more sensitive than Boba. So I'm worried, of course, but I think we're in good hands. I think they're going to take care of it. I hope. And I guess we'll be able to judge it when it comes out. Who directs the show? Deborah Chow. Deborah Chow directs Kenobi. And she did a lot of really great episodes on The Mandalorian, so I don't mind. Do you think maybe we'll have flashbacks? Maybe a young Obi-Wan being trained by Qui-Gon to help with situations happening during Kenobi? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think we'll definitely get flashbacks. We're getting flashbacks in pretty much everything Star Wars now. It wasn't really a thing before, but what do you think of a Tusken or Jawa arc a bit like a Book of Boba? I'd love that. Those Tusken episodes in the Book of Boba Fett were my favorite episodes. So, yeah. I'm very excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi show this May. Do you think Liam Neeson will make an appearance? Yes, I hope, or at least his voice. I mean, look, in Return of the Jedi, Yoda told Kenobi that he's communing with Qui-Gon Jinn. So we kind of have to see where that story carries on now. Force Unleashed on Nintendo Direct, pretty cool. Really? Do you think there will be a flashback with Skywalker? We all want to hear. Yeah, I think we're going to get Order 66 flashbacks. I think we're going to get flashbacks of the Clone Wars with Anakin and Obi-Wan. And I think that we'll get... I don't think we'll get any flash forwards, but I think that's pretty much it. Since we are on topic of Disney Plus, are you watching any old Star Wars shows? I'm rewatching the Clone Wars. Yeah, so I'm going in again because I love the Clone Wars, and I feel like as time goes on, it just gets better and better. Do you think we'll see Black Chrysanthemum? Yeah, I think so. Make a cameo just like in the comics. That would be cool. I'd love to see that. If you didn't know, he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi. It'd be so cool if they added scenes with Qui-Gon and if Vader visited the grave of Padme like the comics. Love you, Theory. Do you think we could see a cameo of Cal Kestis or another Order 66 survivor? Absolutely. Absolutely. However, Cal Kestis at this point would be he'd be 5 years older than Fallen Order. So he would be what is that? Like 23 or something or 22. He'd be about Anakin's age from Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, I mean we could. Kenobi! Dylan, what's up, man? What's up, Benjamin? This is some great news, dude. I'm stoked. I'm happy. Maul. We could see Maul. We could see Crimson Dawn. We could see. Thanks for getting me back into Star Wars, dude. Oh, no problem. Thanks for watching the channel. If they mess this up, I really wouldn't know how to feel. Also, they would. If they mess this show up, I would have a lot to say. Yeah, because this show is like extremely sensitive to me. So, are you glad that Hayden Christian is coming back? Yeah, of course. He was such a huge part of my childhood or my teenhood, I guess. I just joined, so sorry if you haven't answered already, but do you think Cody will be an important character? Yeah, I mean, he is probably the number one person that's looking for Kenobi, which is sad, but yeah, I mean, it would make sense. Could we see the second sister? Um, yeah, but I thought she's dead, you know, but we did see in the concept art for the show that it looks like her, but it could just be somebody else. I really hope they don't F this up. Yeah, me neither. Me neither, man. This is very sensitive. I mean, Star Wars is sensitive enough. This show is next level sensitive. What can we expect in the series? Obviously, some sort of struggle. Obviously, we know that Vader and Kenobi are going to fight. I don't know how I feel about that in terms of continuity wise. I don't know if it's going to be something that's going to kind of be like a flashback or if it's something that's going to be just put in there for like flash effect, which don't get me wrong. I think Obi-Wan and Vader fighting is the coolest thing. But it depends how it's done. Like you have to protect what was originally done in the prequels, as well as, you know, we were alluded to the fact that they hadn't seen each other since Mustafar. So are they going to go fight on Mustafar again? That could maybe make sense. That could be okay. What would be messing it up for you? Well, if they do what they did with Luke in The Last Jedi with Kenobi, which honestly would probably make more sense for Kenobi. Much more sense. But that's the cool thing about Kenobi, and this is one thing that I think a lot of like regular fans don't really realize, is Kenobi is probably the most hardcore Jedi and the most, I would say, like not strict, but just like legit. I mean, he saw his master die in front of him. He didn't turn to the dark side. He saw the love of his life die in front of him by Maul. He didn't turn to the dark side. His brother and sort of like son, like Anakin, turned to the dark side and betrayed the whole Jedi Order. He didn't turn to the dark side. All the Jedi got wiped out and he went into hiding and he still didn't turn to the dark side. Obi-Wan is probably the most powerful symbol of hope that there is and consistency in a character. When do you think we'll get a trailer? I think we'll get a trailer this Sunday. Yeah, I think we'll get a trailer this Sunday. You want me to zoom in? Okay. Wait. There he is, man. It looks cool, dude. Looks like looks like Jesus. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that kind of looks like Anakin's just from the silhouette. Does it? I mean, it's got that little bit of extra bit on the end there. I think that's Anakin's lightsaber. Yeah, dude, I think that's Annie's. That's cool. He does kind of look like old Luke, hey? Yeah, a little bit. Let's hope he's a little cooler. Right? It doesn't that look like Luke's? Anyways, I think Obi will start with a nightmare about Anakin. That's always what I said would be cool. In like previous fan fictions, I was like, well, what if he just wakes up from like some night terrors and we start off the show with a flashback of like Anakin and him, and then it just turns dark and bad, and then we see what happens at the temple, or maybe a flashback of the temple from Vader's perspective. Dude, do you know how many back to tank visits Vader's gonna have, and how many flashbacks he's gonna have? Probably a lot. Cad Bane death made me sick. Now I can't sleep. I got a video about that coming. I want to see everything in this. I hope to see a lot of flashbacks, as I want to see Anakin and Obi-Wan together again, and Order 66 stuff. Always interested to see prequel stuff in this era's updated VFX and better cinematography. I want to at least more than 30 minutes of Vader Anakin in this series. Well, the show's going to be about 6 hours, allegedly, from rumors, which who knows if those are legit. But I would imagine we would get at least an hour, you know? Disney needs to let Netflix do the series that matter the same way Marvel did with Punisher, Cage, etc. They won't be strapped to awful guidelines. I don't know about that. I don't want Netflix handling a show like this. It needs to be taken with extreme care. So if John and Dave are on it, you know, I'm hopeful. That's all I think. Thanks, Smooth. Think we'll see Sharad Het or similar characters make an appearance? We very well could. I'd like to see Asharad Het. Imagine the opening scene is Obi-Wan with PTSD sitting by a fire and hallucinates Anakin crawling out of the fire to battle him again. That would be a little bit too over the top, I think. But I see where you're going with it. Here's hoping to see Vader. We'll see a lot of Vader. Hayden Christensen is returning. I really hope we see Kenobi trained like Yoda was in the Clone Wars by the three sisters to become a Force ghost. One of the biggest arcs for me. You think Obi-Wan Kenobi will struggle with anxiety? Yeah, dude. Obi-Wan Kenobi probably at this point is like the most broken version of Obi-Wan. He's probably going to make Luke in The Last Jedi look heroic. What did you think of the updated Boba theme song? Oh, at the end, where it's like, Boba Fett, da-na-na-na-na. It was okay. Book of Vader Fett. I hope Kenobi lives up to all expectations and not pull a Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, amen to that. If they recreated the episode 4 fight and it ended with Obi-Wan dying, that would hit me in the feels, but I don't know if it makes sense to do. It doesn't make sense to redo it. And also, one of the things in the contracts when George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney was that they can't ever touch the originals or the prequels. So they can't ever touch the material he's already made. Greetings from New York City. What's up, Michael? LaRusso. Like Daniel Russo? I bet you get that all the time. Did you read about the Grand Inquisitor being cast? Right, the Grand Inquisitor being cast is apparently the guy from Hitman. Agent 47. I think Cad lived when he got stabbed. The light went off in his chest, but he wasn't going off before that. Maybe life support. Yeah, I think so. Got a vid coming on it. At least my theory. Do you think we'll see a Maul flashback in the Kenobi show? I think we'll see Maul in the Kenobi show. I don't think we'll see a flashback. You have to imagine that at this moment, all of these characters are still very much alive and very, very prominent in the Star Wars timeline. And this is one reason why I'm so excited for the Andor show, is because it's essentially going to be the same time that Kenobi takes place. You know, several years after, but it takes place in the time of the Empire, which is, for me, the most exciting time. That really feels like Star Wars to me. So, flashback-wise, yeah, I think we'll get tons of that stuff. I just don't think we'll see Maul in a flashback. Yo, Theory Love your content. Spoilers for Boba. I'm reading it, but I hope it doesn't spoil anything. I think X is alive because he read this thing is still moving, which tells vitals. Also, where can I get the Star Wars Theory merchandise? Oh, you can get it just below the channel there. below the video if you click on one of the links. And if you become a join member for 99 cents, you get 15% off. You get a code. So I'll post the code again for you. The writer and director are the most important people involved in the project. I'm sorry, but Joby Harold and Deborah Chow don't have the track record to give me faith in this, especially after Boba writing. Yeah, but they weren't on Boba, were they? Yeah, well, look, man, I've always been a firm believer in being positive until I'm proven wrong. Because, you know, if it's because then at least you're surprised, you're happily surprised. But if you're always kind of thinking it's going to be trash, then you go into it not being happy, and then you go into it and it's not actually happy, and you come out of it not happy. So I'm going to be hopeful. I hope it's going to be great. But that being said, of course, I am weary, and you know, my allegiance lies with the characters, not with the show being created. Any possibility for before Clone Wars flashbacks? Possible, yeah. Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan. And I want unreleased episodes of Clone Wars and Obi-Wan, especially as a Nightmare. You know what I want? I want Son of Dathomir released. I think Kenobi will be handled better than The Last Jedi Luke, just because we already know where his arc leads in A New Hope. Can't wait for May. Much love, Theory. Yeah, what is that? That's March, April. That's 3 months, dude. That's 3 months in like 2 weeks. That's nothing. That's nothing, dude. That's great. Okay, cool. That's like 104 days. 105 days, pretty much. Yeah, that's going to go by like that. Just watch. Maybe a canon version of Roan Shrine's story. How involved do you think Obi-Wan will be with Luke's upbringing? Well, in the comics and books, he wasn't really all that much involved other than just saving his ass. You know, from Tuskens and from gangsters and stuff, from Jabba's barge, from Jabba's clan. Do you think Earl Jones will voice Vader? I hope. Yeah, I don't see him not. But, you know, he is getting old, though, so his voice does sound a little bit different, like in Rogue One. But, I mean, he's still the GOAT, so. Is Andor taking place when Luke in... You know what's also funny that you say that? Now that they have Luke's voice as a synthetic thing, Vader's voice is literally the definition of a synthetic, so, you know, why not? But yeah, I mean, I'd hope it would be James Earl Jones. Is Ezra coming? I don't know. I mean, they could fill the show with as many characters as they want. Who's your favorite non-Force user and love your vids? Favorite non-Force user? Probably Cad Bane. Watto. Hey, my guy. How are you doing, man? Man, that finale was brutal. I feel like it was a huge step backwards. I did say Grogu and Mando would go to Mandalore, though. Yeah, I guess that's what's going to happen. You know, Mando Season 3 is going to be fire, but yeah, that show was heartbreaking, dude. Obi-Wan PTSD will be explored heavily. He's similar to a disciple in the Bible. Role-wise, bold prediction, Barriss Offee will return as an Inquisitor. I would love to see that. And maybe we'll find out who saved Grogu during Order 66, don't you think? How's Vader Episode 2 coming? Release date? No, there's no release date yet. I'll probably start in 2023. That being said, today's the day that I just officially started Vader Episode 2.1, which is another cinematic. So, yeah, I just want to continue the story a little bit and give you guys a little bit here and there, and until I get, you know, all the actors together and film it and have them fly up here in Vancouver and film, then I can at least get you guys some little cinematics that are continuing the story along in high quality CG, at least. The Book of Boba Mando is about the Grogu saga. Grogu leads Mandalore. That's why Grogu controls the Rancor, because he will control Mythosaur. Interesting theory, but also I just think Grogu has beast control, just like Anakin did. Black Chrysanthemum versus Obi-Wan is very, very possible, as well as Vader versus Maul. Maul having help from Kira or hired muscle since he'd get smashed. Vader fighting Maul would be something I've always wanted to see, and if you didn't know, Maul was supposed to die at the hand of Vader, or this was a rumor in Rebels, but it didn't happen. They changed it to Obi-Wan fighting Maul and killing Maul, which is more poetic, makes a little more sense, I guess. Yo, a couple new members. Thanks, guys. How many episodes does the Kenobi show have? Big fan of your channel. So we got 6 episodes allegedly, and we have um, an hour-long episodes each. But of course, that's subject to change. I have low expectations. Can't be disappointed. I got high expectations, dude. I got very high expectations, and let me tell you why. Because these are the most important characters in Star Wars. You know, you're covering Vader. You're covering Anakin. He's the main character in Star Wars. So I hope that it's going to be great. I mean, Mando was great. There were some episodes of Boba that were great. I feel like they're handling Luke really well now. So I think that they get it. I mean, I think, I mean, who am I to say that as compared to Dave and John? But I think that they know what they're doing. I have faith that if they're around, that they're going to do okay, especially with these legendary characters. With Boba, I feel like they missed the mark. But you know, that's the way it is, I guess. It kind of falls on the director too, I suppose. But it's all about the script, man. It's all about the script. And if you remember that they did actually stop the entire production of Kenobi originally, and they had to redo the whole script because they had it about this woman trying to find Kenobi, and finally in the last episode she finds him, and that honestly I think would have been garbage. So how many years after episode 3 is Kenobi? It's 10 years after episode 3. Just now read where Ewan said Obi-Wan and Anakin will make an appearance in the Kenobi series. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's going to be some like flashbacks or something of Clone Wars. In A New Hope, Vader says, "When I left you to Kenobi, but in Revenge of the Sith, it's Kenobi that leaves Anakin, so the rematch could work." Yeah, I always took that as like when they parted ways. But yeah, maybe. And maybe Vader's going to beat him this time. Boba said the bacta tank was occupied, yet Chrysanthemum was not inside of it. Seems to me that Boba really isn't a killer anymore. Yeah. Maul hiring Bane to help fight Vader would be sick. To see Vader try and choke Cad Bane and fail would be interesting to see. Well, no, because he would just like crumple Bane up. So, have you heard anything on Star Wars and Bad Batch Season 2? I watch a couple of your channels recalled like Theories Arcade videos. Oh, nice, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's my gaming channel. So, yeah, apparently Bad Batch is supposed to come out this year, but nobody knows when. So, it could be in between now and Kenobi, which would be cool. It could be after Kenobi. So, if we get Kenobi in May, we got 6 episodes. That's 6 weeks. That'll take us into July. And then July, we could have Bad Batch. We could take us into September. And then we could get Andor probably sometime in like the fall or the spring. Sorry, yeah, the fall or winter. Theory, if they trash on Anakin super hard, you done? Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably just go back to making content pre-Disney. So, and like covering Legends and stuff. Yeah, that would be really unfortunate. I'd raise hell for sure. Reality Breakers, thanks, man. What's up, Commander Dale? Hey, Theory, any new lightsaber reviews planned? I'm waiting on mine, so yeah, that's the one I'm waiting on. If they ruin this show, they will have ruined one of the most important characters in Star Wars and the story of the prequel trilogy in OT. I'll be done with Star Wars. I respect that. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. How many years before Obi-Wan kills Maul does this series take place? 10. So we getting Bad Batch, Kenobi, and Andor still this year? Nice. Yeah, supposedly. It's going to be a ton of shows this year, man. What do you think about Mace Windu? Maybe some, like, a post-credit scene? No, the problem with Mace Windu is where the hell was he during the whole original trilogy? That's what I would be wondering. Where the hell was he now in between this in-between period between 3 and 4, you know? Unless he's like frozen in carbonite, then sure, but I don't think so. May 25th is the 45th anniversary of A New Hope. Oh, okay, cool. Right on. I didn't know that. I wasn't live yet. That's a lot of pressure. Theory, do you think Obi-Wan is in possession of Qui-Gon's lightsaber? 100%. Yeah. He is 100%. He has it on all of the toys, like the statues. Search up the Obi-Wan Kenobi Mythos statue. He's got Qui-Gon's and Anakin's. I have it in the other room somewhere. I can grab it for you if you want, but take my word for it. Do you think we'll ever get a Palpatine origin story? I hope. That's probably the story I want the most after a Kenobi story. Can this show be the most dark of any Star Wars? It could be. Depends what angle they choose to go. Am I doing something on, what are we going to see from Luke now? I could, if you like. Mace is dead. Yeah. If a new show were to come out, not Kenobi, what would the show be on, and why would you like that? Like a young Palpatine or something like that? Anyone else wonder why Fennec Shand didn't kill the baddies in episode 1? I think it would be cool if Kenobi spent some time flying around to other planets and finding legends like Kazdan, Paratus, and Ram Koda, with them eventually dying to Vader. That'd be cool, but if you bring in Ram Koda, you gotta bring in Starkiller. Could you imagine? Do you own a Anakin lightsaber? I do. I have the Master Replica's Anakin lightsaber. Do you think Obi-Wan cut himself off from the Force like how Seer Junda did in Fallen Order? No. I don't think he did that at all. I think he just stopped using the Force. But he didn't cut himself off from it. He needed the Force, man. He needed the Force to protect Luke. I'm looking forward to seeing his Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Yes, we all are. Indeed. Indeed. Do you think we'll see Palpatine Sidious? I hope so. At least maybe hear his voice. But they have confirmed that we won't be seeing him, but of course they lie about everything, right? Remember Andrew Garfield? Like, he was like, oh, I'm not in No Way Home. Do you think we can see Commander Cody hunting Obi-Wan in the show? What are your expectations up for this show? Thoughts on Vader coming back? So obviously that's one of the main things I want to see. Vader's my favorite character, my favorite villain. And of course we're going to see Anakin. That's my favorite character. So for me, this show is more important than you could possibly imagine. Strike me down. Many fans are petitioning to have... What? Petitioning to have Ashley Eckstein to play Ahsoka in live action in future Star Wars movies on change.org. I think Rosario Dawson is a amazing Ahsoka. And I think Ashley Eckstein is an amazing Ahsoka, animated Ahsoka. That being said, I do think she would be a great live action Ahsoka too. But I think Rosario Dawson just kills the role. She's amazing at it. I hope this show is an extremely broken Obi-Wan. Palp's origin story, Tom Hiddleston as young Palpatine. I could see that. Yeah, you know what? Michael Fassbender as a young Palpatine. What if Obi-Wan goes to save Grogu from the Empire and their tests and cloning and leaves Ahsoka to look over Luke while he's gone? I don't know if I want to see Grogu in this one. Maybe in a flashback with Order 66, but that's about it. How much would you like to see all I'm surrounded by is fear and dead men in live action? You know, that was what the original... That was one of my first ideas for the fan film. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should have a little more than that. Let's bring Mace back. And I always felt like there was some unfinished business. How cool would it be if Mace came back and fought Vader? And, you know, we'll see what happens with that. Hey, Theory, I watch your videos whenever I can. I love this stuff. Don't ever stop doing what you're doing, despite naysayers. Oh, whatever, man. Yeah. You need to do what you love to do. Keep going. May the Force be with you. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Can you move the chat a little so we can see that juicy date? Oh, yeah. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, my good man. There we go. I want a Rex show. Also never answered if Luke was in the rebellion during Andor timeline. No, he would have been too young. All Andor and stuff was before episode 4, so Luke was still... He didn't even meet Kenobi yet at that point. Geralt versus Din, who you got? Well, I mean, Geralt has magic powers, so... Qui-Gon going to be in this show like Yoda talked about at the end of episode 3. I'm new to Star Wars, so haven't been following. I think Qui-Gon's going to be in the show. The only thing is, and I know they don't care about books, they don't care about canon comics and stuff because they change that stuff around, which I'm down with. But in the book, from a certain point of view, Qui-Gon didn't manifest himself in his form until just about A New Hope to Obi-Wan. Up until that point, it was just his voice. So, yeah, dude, he could totally show himself. The problem is he didn't fully learn how to show himself in the full form. He didn't finish his training with the ones, right? With the wills. So they would have to do a bit of explanation there, or they could just bypass it and be like, whatever, now Qui-Gon can be a Force ghost, which would be confusing as to why he didn't show up later on with Luke, right? I found your father. It's like, who are you? It's like, I trained Obi-Wan. And honestly, we all hope they don't screw the Obi-Wan Kenobi show up. If they screw this up, there's going to be major backlash. If they screw this show up, there's going to be backlash like people have never seen before. And it won't be good. And I will be definitely behind that. I mean, not in a violent way, but I'll definitely be voicing my opinions respectfully. Padme and Kenobi, Satine, did you watch Little Italy? No, I did not. Dawson and Eckstein are like Morrison and Baker. I don't know who Morrison Baker. I really hope that Mandalorian and Book of Boba won't connect to sequels. I wish to see Leia and Han have 3 kids, forgot the names, Anakin, and Luke marries Mara. Any thoughts? Love you from Finland. Hey, Finland, cool, what's up? Yeah, well, I was hoping last night that we would see, spoilers, Mara Jade. That would have been cool, or maybe some sort of like a Sith or something. Luke goes there, helps, and then he gets completely just destroyed. And that would have been sweet, man. But yeah, it didn't happen. So, but I would love to see that kind of stuff too. It does all tie into the sequels, so we'll have to see what happens. Do you think we'll see Luke in this show? He should be 10 years old. I think we're confirmed to see Luke, actually. I think that's a thing. Because Luke did know of him before we meet him in episode 4. Yeah, he did know of him, but he didn't really know much. It was just like a fabled tale kind of thing. What are the chances of a Force Ghost appearance from Qui-Gon? Hopefully high. If you look at Robert Rodriguez's last Insta post from weeks ago, if you scroll to the bottom, there's dozens of hate messages because of the finale. Oh, really? I don't think people should go after him for that. I mean, whatever. I don't control what people do. Yeah, but don't ever go after people, Just say what you want, but don't ever go after them. Say what you want, amongst yourselves and your friends and like online with, let's say you have a channel or something, but don't ever like go to their personal page and berate them. I don't think that's okay. Hey Theory, I love the content. Had a thought. What if the Grand Inquisitor saved Grogu from the temple as a gesture for Palpatine or something? Ooh. Well, I don't know. And Inquisitors at that point they weren't around. So it was just literally Anakin. And maybe Barriss Offee now, but we don't know her story yet. So Inquisitors weren't around yet. And as for Anakin, he wouldn't have cared. He didn't give a crap. He wanted to save Padme. He wanted to do the most atrocious dark thing so that he would be able to unlock those dark side powers so he could save his wife from certain death. I wonder how many characters in their earlier years we will see from the Boba Lorian show. What if the reason Boba was so nice was because he got addicted to Bacta, just like Anakin did in your Bacta theory? Yeah, maybe. That'd be funny. In my opinion, Obi is top 3 most important characters in Star Wars. Yeah, I think the most important characters in Star Wars are Anakin Vader as 1, Luke, and probably Obi-Wan. So, Theory, I think Cad Bane's death was fitting, but we haven't seen the last of him. Do you think we'll get a flashback Bane show set during Empire? I don't think he's dead, dude. I really don't. Could Qui-Gon visit Vader? That would make things very, very heavy. I don't know if that would happen. And also, dark side users can't really open up to the Force like that, where they can feel Force ghosts of the light side. I mean, unless it's comics and it's Cade Skywalker, being like petrified by Luke, being tormented by Luke. Do you think we'll find out why Obi-Wan started going by the name Ben in the series? Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I imagine he didn't want people to know Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan's a famous name. He didn't want to be found by the Empire. I think it's as easy as that. Do you think we'll see any rebels in the Ahsoka series? Yeah, we're seeing Sabine. I meant Tamora Morrison and D. Bradley Baker. Will we get another hello there once again? Obi-Wan needs to be smashing Inquisitors in this series. I hope to see a Cal Kestis cameo in the series, something that can foreshadow him in live action Fallen Order 2. Much love from Norway. What's up, Philip? Do you think we'll see some other Jedi in exile? Love from Estonia. Whoa, Estonia. Cool. That's so dope. You guys are all over the place. Yo, chat, where you guys from? Where's everybody at? Purge Trooper, I hope now we see the main character in this show. Palpatine is probably up there for most important characters as well, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely. He would probably be... Yeah, I would say Anakin, Vader, Luke, Obi-Wan, Palpatine, Yoda. Ahsoka is important. Han Solo is important, I feel like, just because of the original trilogy. Leia, all these characters are quite important. But it definitely trickles down as we go. If they screw this up, I'll crap my pants on live TV. What the freak? Get this man off live TV. I feel like Boba should have killed the crime bosses and the Pike leader to take revenge of the Tuskens. It would have been a better conclusion. I'm fine with Fennec taking them out. She's pretty cool. Do you think the Andor series will be about Rogue One characters as much as Cassian? Also, are you foreseeing more Sam Jackson as Mace? If so, when? I mean, yeah, if we get some prequel stuff, sure. But beyond that, no, I think he should stay dead. I think he's only good for like fan fiction stuff, Just noticed the eye in Kenobi is a lightsaber. Cool. Yeah. We have to see Commander Cody. Hello from Chicago. Nice, dude. I was there for Celebration. Buying all the Kenobi Hot Toys, Black Series Legos, etc. Hyped. Is it possible that we see Mace as a Force ghost? No. No way. I just hope they use the prequel music. Music is so key. We'll see, man. Look, those 6 episodes are going to come and go really fast, and I couldn't be more excited to chill with you guys. Gaeta, Italy, 40 minutes away from the palace in Naboo, located in Caserta. Oh, beautiful, man. That's so cool. I went to Lake Como once. It was really surreal. Why did Luke and Grogu back? Did he learn nothing? Yeah, dude, I don't like that. I feel like it undermines season 2, the finale. What do you think about a Game of Thrones type of show set before the prequel trilogy? Like an Old Republic kind of thing? Yeah, as long as it doesn't end the way Game of Thrones ended. Do you think they'll bring Vader in Kenobi at all? Yeah, of course. It's confirmed. They're bringing Hayden back. I wanted to see Boba Blast, although I don't think they're going to have Hayden in the suit. I wanted to see Boba Blast in classic Battlefront 2 style. Still, it was a great show. Hopefully, Season 2 will hear our feedback. If we get a Season 2. So I guess the female Tusken did die. Also, why doesn't Luke train at the Jedi Temple? All the history and records are there. Better than Rock Hut. What? Yeah, well, yeah, that's actually a good point. Where the hell happened to the female Tusken? Unbelievably, the watch parties for this show. Yeah, those are going to be lit. Those are going to break some records. It's going to be sick. Love from Australia. We got anybody else from Australia here? I'm from Scotland. Cool. Who's your guess on who saved Grogu? Mace, Anakin, Jocasta Nu, or someone else? I saw a comic about Anakin having a lot of regret after killing the younglings. Also, I'm in New York. A comic about Anakin? I don't think Anakin had really much regret. The things Vader did were some of the most horrible things in Star Wars. So, and that's his character. You know what's funny is we're so easy to kind of idolize Vader and accept that he redeemed, but people get canceled all the time for like such little things, and people don't realize that people can change. That's the whole part of character progression in real life too. People can change. So, you know, we should kind of treat our beloved characters the same way we treat humans, our fellow man. Do you see Obi-Wan is holding Anakin's lightsaber in this poster? I do, yeah. I'll do a little video. It'll be like 2 minutes long and like a breakdown of the poster, I think. But there isn't much to really say. Imagine like a 10-minute video. I mean, I could do that, but that's just ridiculous. That's just pulling on ads for nothing. It's disingenuous, in my opinion. I'm a film director working now on a Bachelor film. I would love to help out or even direct one of your Vader episodes. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I want to direct my episodes, so appreciate it, though. I hope you'll enjoy it. A show following your young Palpatine would be amazing, but a cherry on top would also be following Dooku and his Padawan Qui-Gon in that show. I would love to see a young Dooku show. Kind of like, if you haven't read the book Dooku Jedi Lost, I highly recommend it. It's a really nice book. It's kind of like Harry Potter, but in Star Wars. With Dooku and Sifo Dyas as kids in the Jedi Temple, and they're like trying to go into the restricted section and stuff. It gave big Harry Potter vibes. I liked it. Is Toto 360 still around? Seth Green will save Cad. That's the thing. Maybe he's coming around. Maybe that's what the beeping was. Jonathan says, did you see Kenobi is holding Anakin's light? Yes. I love it. I love it. I really, really, really want to see prequel flashbacks with Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, and Anakin. Yeah, you know what I want to see is I want to see Luke, Han, and Leia. And that's what I was thinking that we would maybe see in Boba Fett. Spoilers, one thing I would have loved was if Luke is meditating, and I said this in the breakdown, Luke is meditating, behind him, Grogu's not there, behind him lands the Millennium Falcon, out comes Han Solo, and he's just like, hey kid, how's it going? And he's just like, I thought I'd bring you your first student, and out pops little Ben Solo. I think that would have been really, really cool. And maybe, Leia with them, too. Do you think we'll see Owen and Beru, same actors from the prequels? Yeah, we will. Simply, how will they fix the plot hole? When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Suggesting he last saw on Mustafar. May the Force be with you. It could either be a dream sequence or something else. I'm not really sure. We'll have to wait and find out. Any chance we will see Rey or any Disney trilogy characters? Would love for them to appear in this series. I honestly wouldn't. I don't want to see that at all. One bit. But, yeah. Love that Vader point. I really hope that this will be a great show, but, Star Wars Theory, do you think this new series will give the fans what they want with the director and producers, writers making this show? I don't want them to give fans what they want. I just want them to do what they feel is right for basically the characters and what George originally wrote. I don't want fan service. I want it to just go how it should. I want it to feel completely like there's no space. Like this is all one show. That's how I want it to feel. I don't want it to feel like, oh, this is now the sequels. This is now the originals. I want it to feel all one show. And I think that's what episode 1 to 3 and then 4 to 6 does. However, the only problem is there's such a big time gap in between that if we have shows like this to fill the gap, then it could literally all seem seamless. That's what I'm hoping it does. Otherwise, Obi-Wan and Vader fighting is cool, but how does that elevate their character arc? I was saying the Jedi Temple better than training in the Rockstone Hut in Boba. Oh, and the sequel, yes. I think Vader would go to prison, not get canceled on Twitter. Probably both. Raul, what's up? Twitter says, Harbinger says, Twitter, I'ma cancel you, Vader. I already have to the deal. Pray I don't alter it further. Macedonian, what's up? What's up, Cypher? What's up, Teddy? Thanks for answering my questions, dude. By far my fave Star Wars content creator. Keep up the great work. Dude, thank you, man. And for all of you guys who sent super chats last night, I will be answering those in a separate video because I know you guys paid money, so I don't want to leave those unattended. I never want it to be like, oh, ha ha ha, like, peace, see you later. I know it's part of the story that can't be changed, but how do you feel about 2 shows back to back on Tatooine? I love your content, learned so much. It, I, nah. But I mean, it is Kenobi, and who knows? Maybe he goes other places too. And it's got Vader, so we've got obviously got different characters in there. So, and they're going to be other places too. Do you think we are going to see Darth Maul seen from Rebels? Greeting from Netherlands. Well, they would have to jump almost 10 years after Episode 3. Sorry, 20 years. They would have to jump 10 years from the Kenobi show if we want to see Maul dying. Now, we could get spin-off shows off of this one show on other characters that could then bring in Kenobi as well and this and that. Kind of like what Boba Fett did with Mando. So, you know, this show isn't really the end, as we've seen. Maybe they'll just pick up on another character. I feel like a big plot point in this show will probably be Obi-Wan learning from Qui-Gon how to become a Force ghost. If you consider what Yoda says at the end of Episode 3 about Qui-Gon finding the way to immortality. Yeah. Well, Qui-Gon did teach Yoda, and Yoda did teach Obi-Wan, so... The thing is, in Legends, you can also, even as a Force ghost, you can fizzle out. So, and something that was interesting was in the, I think the junior novelization, was it? Or maybe, no, it was the other one. Anyways, when Anakin was dying, pretty much in Luke's arms on the second Death Star in Return of the Jedi, Obi-Wan was communing with him in the Force. So at that point, he was open to Obi-Wan's messages because he was in the light side. And Obi-Wan is like, yo, shut up, stop talking. Like, you're going to cease to exist if you don't do what I say. And he essentially said, transfer yourself into the Force. I'm going to teach you how. And he did it in those split seconds. So I feel like if they want to show something like that, they eventually could kind of show how that would happen. And I would love to see that too. I think it's neat. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, Anakin, how the hell did he become a Force ghost right away, right? And Teddy, thanks for that big super. Really generous of you. They're remastering Force Unleashed for the Switch. Remastering? Really? When do you think the trailer will drop? My money is on the Super Bowl. Keep up the great work, man. You're doing an incredible job. Thanks, homie. Hey, I love what I do. You guys give me a platform, you know? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So, just happy to be part of the community with you ever since I was a kid. So, yeah, I think it's going to drop this Sunday. And if it does, that's going to be pretty freaking sick. Do you think Luminara Unduli saved Grogu before she got captured by the Empire? No, probably not. I mean, someone did. Like, Jocasta knew... Dude, freaking maybe Maul went back and saved Grogu. I don't really know. I'll make a video on that. I've wanted to for a while. In the gym right now, you're the only person that I can talk Star Wars to. No one likes Star Wars that much around me. Born and raised Ohio. Nice, dude. Kill it. Have fun in the gym. What are you training? What's up, Raul? Do you watch Attack on Titan? I didn't. No, but I hear it's a really good show. Thoughts on Grievous series? Yeah, give me it. I think Grievous's arc is something that's really, really interesting. I think it's something that we could definitely see in future shows. Maybe a young Dooku show. Maybe a young Galactic Republic show that covers everybody. Why not? Darth Krayt needs to stay away from Disney. Well, that's the thing. If you bring Asherad Het in there, he essentially goes into the sequels. So he goes after Return of the Jedi, and he turns into a Sith, and he becomes very powerful. New member here, just sending some love. What's up? Shout out to all the new members. Thanks, guys. Do you think there will be an episode where it shows Vader's dark side journey with planets like Korriban or Malachor? I would certainly hope so. Chat, do you think I should change the banner of the channel already to Anakin and Obi-Wan? I think it's kind of soon, but yeah, let's do it, man. Let's change it. Although he isn't credited, I really hope Filoni had some input. May the Force be with you. From what I've heard from some of my sources, is that yes, he is very much involved in the show, and so is Favreau. So hopefully it's great. I mean, look, Mando was great. There were some episodes of Boba that was great. The Luke scenes, they got it right, but it was a bit all over the place, right? So Obi-Wan and Vader meeting and fighting in this series does not contradict anything said in the original trilogy. It's never said when or where. Right, but I mean, we never had a Kenobi show, so it's off of all that we had to go from, right? So off of all we've seen. It's not like George was like, well, in about 50 years, we're going to have a Kenobi show after I sell Star Wars to Disney, and they could just fight in there. It's like, no, he was like, the prequels weren't even out yet at that point. Star Wars essentially started with the idea of Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting, and then Anakin falling into the volcano. That's kind of how it started. Damn, that's not a small jug. Yeah, no. I saw the announcement. I didn't have time to fill up my my blender, so hopefully get some more Coruscant in upcoming shows. That'd be nice. Last night we got a bit of a mention of Coruscant, which is cool. Has your faith in Favreau been shaken after Boba? Yes, a little bit. Felt like he needs Filoni to rein him in, unless he was part of it and missed it. Yeah, definitely. A little bit feels like, kind of missed the buck a little bit. Hey, Logan, thanks. I'm still bummed that all of this leads to the sequels. How do you get around that? Any theories that you have that can change around them? Thanks so much for great content. No, it'll all tie into the sequels most likely. So is what it is, but nothing we can really do about it. And a lot of people really like the sequels, so that's good for them. I want them to be happy. I just hope we get to be happy too and see some cool stuff and, feel like a little kid again, because really that's what this is all about. Some escape, some fun, entertainment. What about a Yoda show? Yeah. Logan, again, with a sticker. Thank you. Do you think we'll get more than one Kenobi season, says General Aun. I don't think so, no. But what I think could happen is we'll get other shows, like other characters from this show, and then from there we could definitely, see Kenobi again or Vader or whatever, kind of like Andor. I've seen Sung Kang is in Kenobi. Who is he playing? I don't know. Maybe he's an Inquisitor. That'd be kind of neat. That'd be fun. You think? I have a question. How can Boba Fett have a dent in his helmet if it is made out of Beskar? Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, obviously Cad Bane used some sort of a very powerful projectile to hit him. So I'll have to explain that in a video for people who haven't seen that deleted scene, but it's pretty cool. Well, not deleted, unfinished scene, unpublished. What's up, Teddy? Hyped for this show. When I met Hayden in New York City, he was signing my Funko and asked him about coming back. You can see that he was so happy to be. Good. He deserves a lot of love. Vader's going to rule with respect instead of fear. Oh my God, dude. No. Laser pointers are just mini lightsabers. True. But they don't end. They're just mini Death Stars. What are your thoughts on Boba saying we aren't suited for this? Do you think he's going to join Mando and leave someone else in charge of Tatooine? Maybe he'll leave Cobb Vanth and he'll maybe go off and be Boba again. I don't know. Which to me just kind of seems like a waste of the whole show. Like, what the hell? But whatever. Can I get a Dash Render show? I was tolerant of Peli Motto, actually appreciated her more in episode 5, the spaceport mechanic, until this latest episode. You know what I've noticed is that every Star Wars show or movie has a C-3PO equivalent, the comic relief. And for me, I feel like her lines were just a little bit over the top, and it just, like Jar Jar was the C-3PO kind of the prequel trilogy. And then C-3PO, of course, was that of the originals. And then C-3PO, again, was a little bit in the sequel trilogy, not much. And then, you got Babu Frick and all that stuff. And then in these shows, you get... I feel like Grogu is almost like a comic relief in a little way. Because every time you see him, you go to just, oh, he's so cute. Like, it completely shifts it and makes it a little more lighthearted. Do you think we'll see Yoda and Kenobi? We could hear him. Do your best Cad voice impression. It's hard. Yeah, his is rough, man. It's This town ain't big enough for the both. No, can't do it. It's rough. It's tough. Tough voice. Can't wait for a Kenobi episode that is all about Boba Fett. When the Gamorrean guard falls after being overrun in episode 7, it makes some noise as the green monster from the Geonosis. Yes, dude, you caught that. Yeah, not the Reek, but the other one. I forgot what the name was. Yeah, you caught that. I love it. If you had to create one new Star Wars character not ever seen before in any Star Wars media, what would she be? Create one new Star Wars character? I don't know. I'd rather we focus on the characters that still need so much more explanation. Um, I feel like Cad Bane would have been better off for a season 2. No, I feel like Cad Bane would have been better off earlier in the season. You know, in my opinion, the best Star Wars fights had a chorus singing together with an orchestra playing. Do you think we will hear something similar in the rematch? That'd be pretty beautiful. And choruses, operas are always pretty fun. So, kind of like a duel of the fates. Would you ever have Aries from the Variant Comics YouTube channel? They were shouting you out on the podcast. They do a bunch for a couple. I don't know who that is. I'm from Pembroke Dock, where the Millennium Falcon was made, and they are doing an exhibition soon how it was made with props. Super excited. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I hope you document it. Yeah, document it and then, shoot me a tag on Instagram so other people can see too. The arc of Luke and Grogu ended. Yeah, I thought that was ridiculous. Like so quickly. But the fact that they dropped this like the day after is, I don't know, just takes a lot of the attention away from Boba, to be honest. Maybe they think that, people didn't like it or something, or perhaps they're just, I don't know, this is a huge show. This isn't like dropping the Book of Boba Fett after Mando season 2. This is huge. This is bigger than Boba. This is bigger than Mando. This is massive. What's up, Savage? Thanks, dude. Or Savage. Savage Werewolf. Jesus. Now, whenever I see the word Savage, I say Savage. I have a question. Do you think we'll see Boba being hired by Vader to hunt Kenobi? Oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be really cool. I would love to see that. Yeah, maybe we could see Boba in his heyday kind of thing. That'd be neat. When will Thrawn come back? He needs to come back in the Ahsoka show. What do you think about a young Palpatine show with Darth Plagueis or young Yoda and get to learn more about his training and master? Sign me up. Desperate to see more Chrysanthemum, but feels like Boba is leaving him on Tatooine with the bikers and Cobb. Would love to see his and Kenobi's fight. I think we'll eventually see Kenobi and Chrysanthemum. I mean, it's a really cool fight, and they did have the scar, so it'd be cool if they explain that a little bit. Or maybe they'll just reference it. We got 6 episodes. We can't really waste too much time. Will Vader be in the new Kenobi show? Yeah. Variant Comics has 2 million subs. They do comic videos. Nice. That's great. Thank them for the shout out. Do you think we'll get a Thrawn live action reveal at the end of Kenobi? Probably not. Savage Werewolf, it's all good. Sorry, man. Do you think Disney will make Acolyte a MA rated series? Probably not. Everything's going to be PG-13. But yeah, thanks Savage for the master, dude. That's big. Thanks, bro. New comic panel is on the way. In Return of the Jedi, Vader tells Luke Obi-Wan once thought as you did with Anakin being redeemed. Doesn't happen in Revenge of the Sith. It's open for them to meet on Mustafar. I always took that as he thought as you did, just meaning like thought the light side was better. I never thought anything else from that, really. I'm from Newbury, UK, where the base scenes were filmed in the sequels. Keep up the content there. Can't wait for the watch parties. I can't wait either, Jake. Yo, shout out to the UK. I love you guys. I can't wait to visit you all someday. Anybody here from the UK as well? Probably. Did you know UK is, I think, my third or my second biggest demographic? The first is the USA, and then I think it's UK. UK or Australia. I think it's UK. And then it's Canada or Australia. One of the two, which is pretty cool. And then it's like a whole bunch of countries in Europe. And Do you think Ahsoka will be in the show? I love your channel, Strength Theory, by the way. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I've been meaning to make some more content on that. I've just been busy with life, aka videos. Yeah, been going crazy on the videos. Actually excited to work out again. Can't wait until the Lego Star Wars live streams. Can't wait to see Obi-Wan again, especially Hayden versus Darth Vader. Hayden as Darth Vader. I got to be honest, I was really disappointed that Luke didn't go to Tatooine. I really wished he was there fighting. As do I, man. I think it was a bit of a missed opportunity, but you know, they want to keep the focus on Boba and Mando. So, whatever, is what it is. Do you think Thrawn will be using Ezra to do his bidding when he returns? You think Thrawn's on the dark side now? I don't know. What's your favorite Star Wars moment? Probably when I have two. I have a few. One of them is when Luke is on the forest moon of Endor and he's looking out to the trees and he sees his dad, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. And you got the music playing in the background and everyone's celebrating. And then the other one is when Anakin is going to save his mom when he's on a speeder. Dun, 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 dun. And Duel of the Fates starts playing. Probably one of the coolest scenes in movies, in my opinion. How likely do you think Yoda could appear in Obi-Wan? Pretty likely. At least we could hear his voice. Hopefully they don't mess up Kenobi series somehow. Next thing you know, Vader is anti-war. Yeah, I hope not. I think they know that these characters are very, very sensitive. But look, man, that's what I said with Boba. So who knows? Yub-nub. Yub-nub. Is John Williams ever going to write music for a Star Wars series? Probably not. He's probably too expensive. What brand speakers are in your theater room? And did Yana add side-in-wall speakers for surround sound? They added some sound panels on the wall, some diffusers or absorbers. And the speakers were Logan something. I forgot what the name was. Logan. Something Logan. It's in the video that I made. Space, Stay Spicy Theory. Stoltman, brother, ref, love from Ireland. Right on, man. Stay spicy. What's bothering me about this last episode is they add the ability to call in the Tuscans between Mando and Boba's relationship with them. What bugs me is that they could have had Slave 1 just blast everything up. He could have just gone... Doot, doot, doot. Slave 1 would have come over to him, and that would have been it. But, whatever. Tis what it is. I miss Space Jesus, so glad he's on his own series. Yeah. Well, I'm stoked, guys. I'm pretty excited. I hope you are too. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. I'm going to cut the stream and go eat some food. And this is some cool news, man. This is great. This is fun. Do you think we'll see Thrawn or Cad Bane in the Kenobi show? I think we could see Cad Bane, yeah. You're my favorite YouTuber by far. Keep up the good work and may the force be with you. Thank you, man. Benny, what's up? Yo, that poster is gorgeous. Nice to see you streaming while Europe is still awake for a change. I hate having to miss your streams all the time. Yo, Benny, what's up, dude? So Benny is the guy who did, like, go subscribe to his channel. He's got over a few million subs already. He is the first one I worked with him, and he did all of, like, my thumbnails. He did my banners. He did a lot of the animations that you guys saw, like the Order 66 one. I owe a lot to him, man. Like, he taught me so much about Photoshop and stuff. And so, love you, man. Love you, Benny. Thank you, buddy. I hope all's well, man. I'll talk to you on WhatsApp. Deleted Clone Wars scene, Anakin and Obi-Wan were next to a campfire, talking about Ahsoka leaving and how he could never be a disappointment. Put it in show. Yeah. Like that one that was recreated by Cinematic. I would love to see Luke go back to see Owen's old moisture farm and Ben's house again in live action. I don't want to see Uncle Owen. He just bugs me. I feel like everything could have been so avoided and so changed if he just allowed Obi-Wan to train Luke, you know? Could we see a Satine flashback or reference? We could. Possible. Maybe he's talking to someone about how he lost someone that he loved. And how he didn't turn to the dark side. Hope you're doing well, man. May the force be with you. What's up, Colin? I hope you're doing well too, man. My fellow Canadian. Hey, Theory, do you think there's going to be a lot of lightsaber duels in Kenobi? I certainly freaking hope so. I mean, you can't have a show like Kenobi with only 6 episodes and not have lightsaber battles, so I feel like it's going to be pretty litty. What's up, Adam? I hate Uncle Owen. Yeah. Yo, where's my I hate Uncle Owens in the chat? Where's my hate for Uncle Owen? Hate mongering. Did Palpatine kill Padme, taking her life force and giving it to Anakin? I don't think so. No. I don't buy into that theory. Looks so good. Do you think we'll see Grogu back with Luke? Possibly. Do you read your chat? No. What the hell do you think I've been doing for the last hour? Do you think we will have an Old Republic trilogy? Certainly hope so. I mean, Star Wars Eclipse kind of feels like Old Republic style-ish, you know, before at least the Phantom Menace. Maybe not Old Republic, but High Republic. Sup, Star Wars Theory. Recently got into Star Wars around 2 years ago. Your vids got me further invested in the story. Should look at Ewan interview on Forbes. Oh, okay. We'll do that after this. Would it ruin the series for you if Vader fights Obi-Wan? Or if done right, could you come to accept it? It wouldn't ruin the series. No, I think it would be really cool. It might change a bit of stuff, at least to what we thought, but I'm open to changing that. That's okay. I love your own stories on YouTube. Will you do that again for the Boba Fett story and write it how it should have gone? Oh, you mean like how I would have wrote? Oh, sure. Yeah. I'd love to do that. Why not? Yeah, that'd be cool. Hate Uncle Owen leads to the dark side. Middle finger to Uncle Owen. Yo, can we spam the middle finger emojis for Uncle Owen? Do you live in Vancouver? Yeah, I do. Yeah, British Columbia, Vancouver. But I'm going to be moving to Maui eventually. So you can expect me there. Someday. I don't know. Man, maybe like, who knows? I'd love to. Yeah. Would you be willing to put together a Star Wars timeline where you show what you think is canon? What, you want me to get canceled more? Yeah, I could do that for sure. For sure. Oh man. If they make a Palpatine a Star Wars story, should Matt Smith play a Palpatine in his younger adult years? That'd be cool. Also, which actor would make a good Palpatine in his teenage years? Um, I don't know for his teenage years, but I think for a young Kylo Ren would be what's that guy's name? He was in It. He was in Stranger Things. I forgot his name. He's from Vancouver too. Hey, Theory, thoughts on who will score Kenobi? Love your content, living in Vancouver at the moment. Hope you're well. Yo, what's up, man? Fellow Vancouverite. I don't know who's gonna score Kenobi. I don't know. I hope it's Samuel Kim. Imagine Kenobi introducing Kyle Katarn and Cal. That'd be wild. I'd love to see Cal. I'd love to see Kyle Katarn, but that's, you know, it's a whole arc that they would have to make kind of canon. And if they change it, people would be upset. Do you think we'll see Rey Skywalker return in a future movie? Would love to see her story become finished. I would like to leave her story where it is. I'm happy just where it is, you know? It's just, let's just address that maybe some other day. Do you check your Instagram DMs ever? No, I don't. What's your Super Bowl prediction? I don't know. That we'll get the Kenobi trailer. Is there any indication John and Dave are behind this? I'm not so sure. Kind of worried. Wouldn't be surprised if it's. They are behind it. I know. I know from people who have worked on the show. Cad Bane is alive. Look back on the footage. The camera pans in, and his light blinkers and audible audio is noticeable. Yeah. This ain't the end. Filoni ain't brought Cad back just to kill him off a week later. I certainly hope not. Parzival, what's up from the great island of Maui? Oh, man. I'm jealous. What would you feel if we were to see the Yuuzhan Vong invasion like in Legends, and we see a full potential Grand Master Luke, if not in the Legends universe, would like to be canon? That would be nice. That would be freaking beautiful. But the Yuuzhan Vong are pretty OP, so that's the only issue with them. Obi has learned how to be a Force ghost. Qui-Gon? Yes, absolutely Qui-Gon goes in there. Definitely goes into the show, I think, and he definitely talks to Obi-Wan at some point. And if he doesn't, then at least Yoda does. But that's the way Revenge of the Sith let it up, man. Like they let it open to Qui-Gon teaching Yoda and Obi-Wan. So, anyways, y'all, great news. Please leave a like. We got still 5,300, 5,400 people in here, and I think there were like 7,000 or 8,000 of you a minute ago, which is dope. And I'm always very, very thankful for you guys' support. Love you all. More exciting stuff to talk about. This is cool. And stay tuned for my future videos very soon, like tonight and tomorrow and stuff, on the Book of Boba Fett finale, because there's a few more things I want to add, and then we can wrap up that chapter and we can move on to Kenobi, going back to prequel content, bonus DVD stuff, kind of the fan fictions, old stuff, you know what I mean? Taking the channel back into like neutral mode. Unless the modder can put a new heart, Cad dead. Breakdown of the meaning of the streaks in sand. Jabba, Boba, Greedo cameos in Kenobi. I don't know, bro. I'm not even going to contemplate on cameos anymore in Kenobi because I feel like we got quite a few in Boba, but we didn't get enough. I wanted to see Bosk. I wanted to see so many more people, but we'll see what happens. See what happens. Crimson Dawn. I won't see that, but we saw a lot. Definitely saw a lot in Boba. Probably a ton. Probably more than Mando, I think. But whatever. No Mace Windu. Okay. Love you guys. Catch you later. Have a great day. May the Force be with you. Oh, I can't leave my boy hanging. I see he sent a super chat right there just as I left. Hey man, just wanted to say I cannot wait for this. My little bro passed away recently. Dude. I love your content. I was a huge fan of Star Wars, of Obi-Wan, Anakin, and I know he would love this. Much love, been a fan. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. There's nothing I can say to make that better, but I hope that you can find some escape and fun and enjoyment here with me and, you know, the rest of the community. I'm sure he's looking down on you, bro, and yeah, I can't imagine what that must feel like. I love you, bro, and sorry that you had to go through that. Vader and Kenobi meet completing the Ghost training. Love you from Quebec. Take care. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Big France. It's hard. Yes, that choked me up a little bit. Thanks for the big dono, man. But yeah, it's drama. Sorry, bro. I don't like hearing that stuff. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're okay. And life's weird. But yeah, love you guys. Catch you later. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening.